a great trade. That's the most important aspect. If you can take ownership of the fact that that there is a brilliant bit of business in terms of all the clues, all the tools, you can trade it as well, not just me. You can take that trade. You can make that decision. You can make that money. It's not just something that's isolated to somebody that can see things that you can't see. The whole point of these classrooms is being able to get you to recognize that that is trade perfection. There was no trade perfection when we got these original ones because the market was heavy sell side. If anything, I'm going to be more inclined to actually try and maybe sell into that pullback trade there. Would you not agree? So if you know that that's more likely to be a sell for a press, well, you know it's not a buy trade if you're going to be thinking about it from a sell from a press point of view. That's going to be simply impossible for you to now do. That's the big advantage now, isn't it? That's why you need to combine these two things. That's why you can't have one without the other. Because otherwise what will happen is you'll fade into the first value you see and you'll be wondering and questioning why it never worked for you. On this occasion, you'll be saying this is crap. It's not crap. It's not crap at all. It's just that you're not understanding how markets work, the reality of trading the marketplace. If you understand the reality of trading the marketplace, you'll understand all of this as a concept. So when you see that reversal coming in, you can see that there was a little bit of an arrival there as well. That helped because obviously that's the kind of final stage of an end of move. So you saw the arrival coming in just there. You saw that the value was still there, visible. We'd seen value building, but obviously the arrival is always useful to see as well. And obviously at that stage, you can bag and tag some monies. And obviously we've got a bit of sell value here, but we're not selling it. Just the same way as we had a bit of buy value here, but we're not buying it. Because the auction still has to agree. We still have to see somebody buying it before we buy it. If we don't see anybody buying it, it may have buy value, but it has no value to me to buy it. Unless you're a commercial, which you're not. You don't try and step in front of this. You let it go. You just let it go. And this is why we have some additional tools to help assist in that process. We can see, we start seeing arrivals coming into the top edges, and we can say, well, with an arrival coming into a top edge, we know that there's a high probability we might start seeing this price slowing down at the 20s. And I can then look at that and say, well, I'm just going to take my 54 ticks profit, my $500 profit, or my $2,500 net profit for the entire move. And I'm going to say, thank you very much. I'm going to move on to the next tradable opportunity. It's not about this box. It's not about this line. And it's not about this. It's about attaching value to all of these pieces. The structure that took place, the imbalance that came in behind that bottom edge, the fast and the slow narrative. You can't strip them out, guys. I'm sorry. It can't be made easier. If you make it easier, you leave really important pieces of information on the sidelines, things that should be considered. And if you consider them, you make the best trade case for every trade you take. Do that, success will come to you. Simple as. Melvin, the green paddles on the wrong side is simply when the smart money, the HFTs are still trading on the sell side. If everything's still trading on the sell side, that's just a buy on a downtick in a pin zone. So if it's on the wrong side, that'll be a profit take. Okay, so for example, that green paddle there will be a big profit take opportunity. Right, so that's a profit take opportunity. If the lines are starting to go up, and we get paddles on the bottom edge now. See these big green paddles? That could be a long accumulation trade there. I mean, it's definitely profit taking, worst case, but it could be a long accumulation at higher prices now. So it could be the beginning of a markup phase. So you should always be aware. Now, I'll always like to take the second trade out of any of these. It's always a second candle because I don't know how far it's going to go until I see it. So when we see these, we start recognizing that this could be a profit take on the way down. So if you were short, you would use that as an opportunity to bag some monies. And then these ones, these could be the long accumulations or net longs. And that's the basic ready reference, just a quick reference guide to what they could be. And if we can line that up with other parts to the storyline, it should make a lot more sense to us going forward, yeah.